I wrote this message down in my notebook. I'm not very good at verbatim, and it's easier for me to just read something in a notebook rather than I'm really good about straying and being all over the place and not sticking to the topic. So I'm going to read you what I wrote today. It says here that my last post on YouTube was about a week ago. I've come to learn a lot of invaluable information during this time period. Our Father has led me to watch videos by one of his prophets or other messengers. I'll copy and paste her link below in the description. Her channel is called Extreme Reality Check. I'd like to warn you up front that the content is quite disturbing and not meant for children or the faint of heart. When I asked our Father for the truth, I didn't really realize how much I really didn't know about the world we are living in. I knew evil existed, I just didn't know how truly evil it is. People have no idea the length our Father goes through to protect us every single day. I'll tell you honestly, I would not be able to make it through each day knowing what I've come to learn without His love and strength. And although I've only been born again for 52 days, I can tell you that I feel very close to our Father. I know maybe some of you would like to know how I've developed such a strong relationship so quickly. It's because I gave my life completely to Him. What do I mean by completely? Well, here are a few examples I wrote down. My life before Christ, I was into New Age stuff. I completely threw away and donated everything that I thought was satanic. That was including all my DVDs, books, etc. And let me tell you, I had a lot of DVDs and books. Yeah, a fair amount. And I'm not materialistic. It just builds up over time. I'm 42 years old, so yeah, I've had a lot of material things. I think when I was done purging myself of these things, it was about 4 or 5 large trash bags full. I did not just stop there. I also stopped listening to music that has questionable lyrics. I was into a lot of rap, R&B, you know, like house music, trance music. Yeah, so you can imagine some of the lyrics. And the thing is, I'm into listening to, I love songs with a beat. I love to feel, I love the feeling. I mean, I love music. I love the feeling and, the beat. And I, half the time I wasn't even paying attention to what the lyrics were actually saying. I just loved the music itself. But yeah, it doesn't, yeah. So it says here, I haven't stopped listening to music completely, but you should be aware that it's played at a certain frequency that is programming you. Yes, you are being programmed. I mean, even on TV, they're called programs for a reason. You're being programmed. So, it's best that you minimize your exposure to your laptop, your phone, your TV, and what have you, because yes, you are being programmed. A week ago, I fasted for 3 days. The first day and a half with no water at all, and then the halfway through the second day and on the third day, I just had water. I did this on my own accord. Our Father did not say to me this was something He wanted me to do, as far as I know. I made this decision on my own because I wanted to show him how much I love him, and I'm aware of the benefits of cleansing my body of all the toxic buildup that has taken place by the so-called food we eat. I'm under, the realization, there is GMOs, and, there's food-like stuff, all those processed foods and stuff. I don't think with our planet's on the decaying end of the spectrum, I'm pretty sure that most of the food, even nowadays, are, there's made from a lab. So yeah, I don't believe like really anything that we're eating is like real food. But there's some that's more, processed food, like, fresh vegetables are definitely better than, that boxed powdered food that you just add hot water and stuff to and just chemically mix it together and consume it. Small disclaimer, do not try to fast on your own. It's very important that you keep close to Jesus Christ and pray often during the cleansing process if you decide to, it's something that you want to do. I can tell you that when you fast, it clears your mind. If you have brain fog, a hard time concentrating, you forget things a lot. And also it increases your attention span. So fasting is very, very beneficial to your brain. It raises your, as far as I know, it raises your frequency. And yes, it does. It brings you, and sugars, when you're crashing down from sugar and stuff, it affects your mood. It definitely affects your mood. So cleansing your body, there's a whole amount of benefits to it. But yeah, so I fasted for a cleansing process. If you try to do this on your own, you will be very sick with a headache, etc. I had a decent headache for the first day due to caffeine withdrawals. I drink a lot of coffee, and I've had a lot of chocolate right before I fasted. I was eating, somebody was telling me that chocolate helps with anxiety, and I was eating like a lot of chocolate every day, like dark chocolate. And I know it's an antioxidant, it's supposed to be good for you, but I was eating a lot of chocolate. So, one of the most important things I do to be close to our Father is I talk to him all day long. And when I say all day long, I mean that literally. How can you have a strong relationship if there's very little communication? You can't. I don't just talk about my problems and ask him to bail me out of a situation. I talk about anything and everything. When we have a good cry together, he never, and I mean never, he never fails to make me laugh shortly after. Like never. I do. I laugh. It's funny. It's like I think about something and I'm crying. I mean, I've been crying really hard, like to the point I don't want to seem dramatic, but when I cry, when I learn different things and think about different things, I cry to where I feel nauseous, like I feel like I'm gonna throw up, like one of those cries where again, not to be dramatic, but like snot can start dripping from your nose type crying and stuff. But every single time that I cry, he never ever fails to make me laugh shortly after. It says here, and let me tell you, it's not easy to laugh and be happy when you know what's happening around you. It says here, you think that it's hard to, you you may think, sorry, I don't know how to read. My own writing. You may think that it's hard to give up your material possessions or your lifestyle that you feel comfortable with, but if you really put some thought into it, what would you give to have a best friend that loves every bit of you? Jesus Christ sacrificed his life for me. The least I can do is give him my own life and love in exchange. By giving him my life, I haven't lost a thing. I have the relationship I've always wanted and searched for. Even now, I feel like I'm not doing enough. Even if he doesn't ask something of me. He didn't twist my arm to make this video. It was something I wanted to do to help those who are interested in building their own relationship with the awesomest Father I have come to know. And that's what I wrote today. And yeah, I'm surprised. Look, it's like less than 11 minutes, and I'm usually long-winded. And again, I would be if I didn't write it down. So yes, yeah, to build your relationship, it takes sacrifices. But also, it's like, what are you sacrificing? You know, if you're buying material things and, you know, it only makes you happy for a short time, um, whatever, I don't even know other things, but I guess I focus on material things. But I mean, yeah, people do things, or you watch a movie that makes you happy, but when you turn it off, you're back to the normal, you know, feeling, you know, like something's missing in your life. Why do you think all these dating sites, you know, people are searching? So, I mean, I did too. I did dating sites. I spend so much time on a dating site looking for, you know, what I have, the relationship that I have. And yeah, I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to find Jesus Christ on Plenty of Fish. Any event, thank you so much for listening and watching, and I hope you have a very blessed day.